Stan Lee was as recognizable to comic book fans as the superheroes he created: X-Men, the Hulk, and the Amazing Spider-Man.
I tried to keep him realistic, and I don't know of anybody more realistic than I am. So whatever little things worried me, I'd have Spider-Man worry about them too.
He also gave his characters real-life flaws.
The mere fact that he has superhuman power doesn't mean that he may not have acne, or he may not have trouble with his girlfriend, or get a sinus attack in the middle of a fight.
He was born Stanley Lieber on December 28, 1922, here in New York. He grew up in Washington Heights and graduated from DeWitt Clinton High School. He signed his comics Stan Lee.
I didn't want to be known by my regular name as a comic book writer because it was embarrassing.
When Lee was 16, he took a job as an assistant at a comic publisher that eventually grew into Marvel Comics, and Lee rose to become its president. But in 1998, Marvel forced Lee out. He spent years in lawsuits with Marvel and Disney, the new owner, to get a share of profits from movies and TV shows based on his characters. Lee went on to start his own companies. He also joined forces with his longtime rivals at DC Comics, putting his own spin on their superheroes, including Batman and Wonder Woman.
I think you never outgrow your love for things that are that colorful or much bigger than life. Along comes superhero comics. They're really, I think, fairy tales for grown-ups.
He thought he'd move on to more serious writing, but he ultimately embraced his alter ego, making frequent cameos in movies based on his characters. Last year, Stan Lee's wife of 69 years, Joan, died at the age of 95. She was the voice of some of his female characters. Lee is survived by their daughter, Joni, and a brother, Larry Lieber, who also worked in comics, family business. Christine and Maurice.
Thank you, Dana.
Well, those who worked with Lee in Hollywood are reacting tonight to his death.
Several took to social media to honor him. Actor Chris Evans, who plays Captain America in the Marvel films, wrote, "There will never be another Stan Lee. For decades, he provided both young and old with adventure, escape, comfort, confidence, inspiration, strength, friendship, and joy." Ending the tweet with Lee's famous catchphrase, "Excelsior."
Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. posted a picture of himself and Lee with a large heart, saying, "I owe it all to you. Rest in peace, Stan."
And actress Evangeline Lilly said, "Stan, more than a master of stories, you always seem like a master of living. I will look to you for inspiration for the rest of my life. Your Wasp."
And for more celebrity reaction and a complete look back at Stan Lee's life and career, head over to CBSNewYork.com. It's all